because we qualify for Eagle Weekend, am I right? So downline is actually always smarter than upline. They know that upline is supposed to go to reserve. So why we waste our time for pace meeting, So anyway, good.
Downline is going with upline, that's right.
Sorry?
The downline is going with upline.
No, so this tomorrow we are going, I know.
Yeah.
But tonight, it's exciting to see these numbers tonight. But it is good. That tells that people who are in this room tonight, you are more responsible than some others. Of course, couple of people couldn't come because they are sick. But this is what you need to understand. When there is a platinums in the rooms, when emeralds in the rooms, diamonds in the room, people are excited, numbers are there. But what happens when your leaders are not here? Who is going to take charge? Okay, that's very, very important. Okay, because what happened today, all the platinums, diamonds are in disorder, am I right? So tonight, you people came to this room, no doubt that you got the leadership inside you. Okay, that is what you need to understand, because when we got started, when we are not platinum and Hemant was not diamond, we didn't have anybody whom we can look up to. Okay, we came by ourselves. We came because we wanted to have a page meeting, we wanted to have an open meeting, something like that. Okay, so I wanted to discuss, took notes and plan to discuss how we can start a year. I'll go there, but before that, anybody in this room has any challenges building this business? Of course, some people are new. Anybody here for the first time? You're for the first time, am I right? I wanted to stand up and give your name and who invited you here.
Myself is Akshay Gundaras. I'm doing mechanical engineering in UPS, second year student. And Jay invited.
Awesome. Okay, Akshay, sure. Good, awesome. Anybody new? No, nobody new. Some people come back again. Awesome. Good. Anybody has anything that you believe you are stopping to grow your business? Yeah, can you please tell?
Bring in the IBOs, new IBOs to the system. So I find it quite a bit hard.
Okay, universal problem. Okay. Okay. Good. Awesome. Anything else? Probably that one question has answered all other questions. Right? If we have problem, well, we have solution to this one problem. Everybody is happy. Am I right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, good. Anything else? No. That means if we
like focus is a challenge.
for you
Or
or
life
for
comes
your
in a
downline?
way. For me.
For you.
Downline will take care if I can take care myself, isn't it?
Focus on the business for you. Okay.
Drive.
Sorry.
Drive.
Drive. Right. Good. Okay, that's fine. Good point. Anything else?
Few IPO, in the beginning they come to association, but after that they lose excitement.
Okay.
How can we help them?
Good. Any other questions?
How do we shield the new IPOs from negativity? Like protect
Bulletproofing the idea.
there's a lot of negativity outside.
Put a bullet in the head.
It's been recorded.
Sorry.
Is it a whole recorded?
No.
Please edit before you publish.
Okay, good. Go ahead. I need some time to Shubhan, you want to join? Or you'll join later, okay. Any other question? No question?
Timing.
Sorry?
Time challenge.
I'm sorry, is it for you or for your downline?
Yeah.
Good. I'm sorry. Anything else? Yeah.
When you have shown a plan to somebody and then you're not sure whether he's red or green, then what is the best approach to get him to start?
The best approach keep showing plan. Okay, this is what you need to understand. It's like even though we can tell you some approach, okay, that works for me or that works for Umesh or that works for anybody else in the team, it is matter of practice. Okay, it's like you're driving a motorbike or you're swimming. Okay, even if I tell you that, okay, go jump into the water and move your hand and leg, you won't be able to float in the water. Am I right? It requires practice to do that. Most important thing about showing the plan, about getting people started, you keep doing it. Do not analyze, like understand. Mabu is a PhD, he is a scientist. To come up with an result, you need to do enough number of enough number of what do you call this thing? Tests. Am I right? You cannot come to a decision after showing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 plans that what to do. Okay? Best thing to do, show the plan, record it, and listen to your own plan from the start to beginning. Follow. Okay? That will give you some hints. Because what happens when some people are unsure, they don't get started, there are situations, nothing much we can do. Honestly, there are situations we can do. Okay? So it's another topic we'll discuss another day about showing the plan. Okay? We are going to discuss after showing the plan what happens. Pretty much what to do. Okay? Any other questions? Any other questions? No? Okay. Let's talk about drive. Okay? See, drive is a very, I don't know how to define this word or this activity. When we got started, most of our friends told us no, and that was my drive. Because I took it in a way that I will prove you this business works. Is it making sense? And then we got started, we are showing plan, nothing happening. One question is to really, I don't know, it's like that. If you pray God that nobody asks you, is it Amway? And you will get that question everywhere, am I right? So the one thing was probably holding me back in the business, that none of our group is in platinum. You may not feel about it because you have access to platinums like your pocket, like your every day you can talk couple of platinums. We are very different. Okay, we saw the plan, we know this is platinum, people go to platinum, but nobody in the platinum. Am I right? So this is what really bothering me. So we put together, we are praying God how we can make our upline platinum. So my initial drive was negative. Why my friend says this business doesn't work, then my drive was for my upline. Okay? And of course, then the drive came for our platinum ship. Okay? Now, when we shoot for our platinum ship, many people may not know, the same year Shubhan went pregnant, the same year we blessed by God one baby. The same year we got the news from doctor that we may have to go home with one baby because one baby may not make us. Then Chupon got delivered. I lost my mom on the same year. That the month we qualify for this platinum ship. Okay. Now, by the time when we start our platinum ship, we have that belief that this business works, and we have a need that we need to make this business work. Because Shupon didn't want to go back to job, leaving the babies. Okay? Many times, nothing wrong with that. Many times we see parents become very cautious about their baby in the evening time, a part time. The whole day they are at the work. They don't feel for them. But we very well understood that because me and Shupon we still work in the job. We knew that very big time we won't be our kids. So we wanted to mom and dad for whole day, not just for the evening. So now I don't know what drives you. Okay? Sometimes our founders, that is what our platinum ship. Our founders platinum ship was drive because we saw other cross lines are moving forward, so we want to move forward. So we didn't build this. This was irritation, kind of. Okay, this was need, kind of. This was teamwork, you can say. Okay, this was ego. So if you see, our drive changes along the time. Okay. Now this is very hard to tell you how you can get your drive, because that something has to come from your inside. Okay, that's something we cannot give you. Okay, in today, if you don't have a drive, I don't know. Like if we can have a drive when we have nothing to see, and if you cannot have a drive by seeing so many platinums around you, diamond talking to you, have access to these. I don't know how you can somebody can give you drive. Because our time I got first FEC, I got demotivated because there is no Asian background, no Indian cultural background I could see in that FEC. Okay, let me be very straightforward and honest with you. I got little bit demotivated. Oh my God, yeah, there's people can do it. Can we do it? That was my first FEC. Okay, but we saw that if this many people can do it, we can do it. Does it make sense? But today you go to the FEC and you see that this team is on the stage. Am I right? So that should give you hope. Now, like something has to either you have to have ego, either you have to feel for your team. Sometimes we move in the business not because of us. We put our heart and soul. Angur knows a little bit about it. When Hemant wanted to go platinum, when Dr. wanted to go platinum, we worked like crazy. That was a different word. So that was the feelings for upline. That was the feelings for the team. This was our need to go our platinumship. Okay, and of course irritation. We want to platinum. Okay, because we saw other cross lines moving than us. Understand how many times you think about this business once you go home. How many times you really connect the business. Say for example, today if you come to our home, come to Mabu or come to people their home, the best thing you know whether the business inside you or not. You know, like many times what happened, we join Amway, okay, but Amway doesn't go inside us. Okay, I don't know whether you got an opportunity to listen to a 4th week night recording by Lee Diong, a young student girl went platinum, made a great statement. Okay, from head to heart, it's like 1 difference, am I right? That is the time, sometimes people, it takes 1 year to come this business from head to heart. But once in your heart, this business works. Okay, it's like this, do you know how to drive cars, am I right? You probably know. You know, first 1 month of your driving or 2 months of your driving, when you get license, you're driving from your head, am I right? It was very pathetic driving. So much concentration, so pathetic, but slowly when you keep driving, that driving went to your heart. Now you drive, you don't know when you reach your home. You're having a cup of coffee, maybe talking to somebody on the phone, you drive, reach home. It becomes so natural because the driving got to your heart. You don't have to really work hard. So there, it will take some time for your business to come from head to heart. Okay? Today if you go to our kids, my daughter was telling me, what is she telling me one day? She came and telling me, I don't want to use any other cosmetics or something. Artistry is the best. We never teach her. My son came to, we have a Colgate toothbrush because we clean things with that toothbrush. Am I right? Somehow it was there. My son is 7 years old, asking, is it from Amway? I said, no, daddy. Oh, is it? Like, then why it is here? We never, believe me, we never teach them, is it Amway? We don't use Amway products. Not, we never, ever teach them. It's an environment they learn. They went to, we went to Hong Kong, come back, they were talking about Hawaii right now. This is what drive. Is it making sense? So, like, this is something has to come from your inside, okay? Now let's talk about IBO to the system. Understand, this is what my observation, there is 4 phases in the business. You sponsor, okay? Then you connect. 3rd phase is you empower. And 4th phase, you build a team. Okay, let's talk about new IBO, okay? Now, the first one you need to understand, lot of people face challenges sponsoring, am I right? Everybody will face a little bit challenges, but let me be very honest with you. Today, get a hope, sponsoring is not the biggest challenge in this business. Some like, oh, is it? So it is such a big challenge for me, even if it's a big, no. What happened, the day, like it's like this, have you bought a Coca-Cola from, or anybody, any can from a vending machine?
Yeah.
Like it maybe cost you $2. You give $1.80, you keep screen, it will not come down, am I right? $1.90, it will not come out. Give it $2, it will come out, very easy, okay? Many times when you join in the business, okay, by all respect, even we did it, as a new IBO, we are doing $1.90 job. Only 10 cents stopping you to sponsor people. Believe me, okay? If you are in the business, showing the plan, going out, meeting people, doing a lot of things, you are doing $1.90 job, like 99% or 98% job, you are doing it. You probably don't know that 10 cents is stopping you getting the result. A very small part, okay? So relax, okay? Don't get scared that if you are not able to sponsor people or not grow. It's a very small thin thread is there. Okay, best thing, sit down with your upline, open your heart and ask for a right suggestions. Okay, it's very easy. Believe me, that 10 cents. Okay, don't get afraid about it. You have 10 cents in your pocket. Believe me, if you can afford $1.90, 10 cents is not a big deal. So if you are going and showing the plan, a very small thing is stopping you from sponsoring. Don't worry about it. Okay, you will be able to sponsor. Now, what happened? You need to understand one thing. Okay, let's focus in real world. Okay, has it ever happened that you go to school and you got excited about a study and you really wanted to study? There was a force behind you. Am I right? It can be positive, it can be negative. Maybe parents coming after you, or maybe you want to get a scholarship or something like that. Is it true? You go to the work and you sit down and you really want to do the best work at your job. That did happen in your life? Probably not. Am I right? There was a force behind it. Is it true? Am I right? So anything you do in today's world, there is a force behind it work. Okay? What happened, if you sponsor somebody, you cannot put a negative force, cannot push people like, you have to do this, you have to do that. Am I right? But understand, if you are not able to create a force, that new idea is not going to work. Okay? But what is that force? That force, the only force when you join sponsor a new way, you want certification. If you want to work with a new IBO, the only thing works, edification. You need to understand this word. That is the secret of MOA business, edification. Okay? You sponsor a new IBO, it doesn't matter. Okay? If you do not edify your team, if you do not edify your upline and create an environment that they are going to listen to them, it's very, very challenging to work with a new IBO. Sometimes what happens, we are working with some people, they go and work with their friends and prospect and they edify them rather than apply them. Am I right? So it works in a very different way. So the prospect or new IBO get an idea, okay, I'm a big shot, I'm joining in that team and I'm making them proud, and doing something for them. Actually, it's not. If you understand the business by this time, if you are very new, that's a different thing. When I got started today, of course, my own upline is not in the business who actually called me and showed the plan. But understand, Dr. Mo or Hemant or whoever worked with me, do you think I did favor to them or they did favor to me? They did favor to me because they helped me put together a crowd so that I can grow and become platinum and my wife can come on. Am I right? So tomorrow you need to understand one thing in your brain. By sponsoring people, you don't get even a $1 from every business. By sponsoring people, so don't become doormat of your prospect or your new IBO. Yeah, please join, because it's not going to help you. If you join an IBO, a new IBO means a liabilities. Don't get upset. This is true. A new IBO joining our team, it's a liabilities for us. It's no an asset. An IBO is action is our asset. Am I right? So you need to carry that self-image when you are talking to a prospect or talking to a new IBO that, hey, I'm doing a favor or this team doing a favor. Okay? Now that doesn't mean arrogancy. Okay? Posture doesn't mean arrogancy. There's a very big difference between arrogancy and posture. So that's the main challenge we face when we see in the team. When people go and talk to a prospect or a new IBO joins, and it happened with me, I'm not saying it didn't happen with me, that we get so excited that, oh my God, come on, you're a new IBO, you're my king and queen. Not really. Okay? If that is happening, that's finished. We cannot work with that new IBO. That doesn't mean a new IBO join, we don't treat him very nicely. Of course we treat them very nicely. We treat them like our guest. Okay? But not like a king and queen, not like that, oh, you join, I'm excited, but it did some favor to me. Not really. Am I right? Carry a good self-image. Understand the business. Okay? That very moment, okay, you lose the connection. Again, honestly speaking, this is what my observation, I can be wrong. Most of the time, new IPO come in the business don't work because the friend who introduced or the link who introduced them cannot show a right posture. Okay? And no way that there is a magic we can do that new IPO. Is it making sense? So understand, when you are sponsoring new IPO, understand that you are doing a favor to them, they are not doing a favor to you, because by sponsoring, you're not going to get a $1 from the MOA. By sponsoring, you have to invest money, time. Maybe you or your upline will be investing time, effort to make them work for the business. Is it making sense? Okay. First thing you need to understand, if you really want to work with the downline, and this is what you can learn by observing your upline, how they talk to a new IBO. Okay, how they talk to a prospect. Like I'm talking about your upline doesn't, like sometimes upline doesn't mean that immediate upline. Upline means who is moving in the business I'm talking about. Okay, observe them. Many times we have seen that a friend bring a friend and he is like so much interested about his friend or so much interested about his prospect. That give a very wrong message, and when upline go and want to show a right, believe me, that's a right attitude. Like normal, they become a little bit irritated. Oh, my friend, it's all right, your friend, understand? Okay, but this is sometimes you need to observe your upline's attitude. Sometimes you need to observe the platinum, diamond, or emeralds, how they behave with the new downline. How you see they are very friendly. If you see a growing upline talking to a new IBO or prospect, they are extremely friendly, but at the same time, they know how to carry a good self-image and how to have a posture on them. I'm talking right posture, okay? That is something if you sponsor. Now, sponsoring does not mean that IBO is going to work. First, if you sponsor in the right way, I'm talking about the first thing we do, even Hemant, okay? Hemant sponsored a IBO when I was their home, and what he did, he edified me, because Hemant cannot edify the upline. Am I right? It's very hard for him. So he edified me. Nowadays we sponsor people. Of course, we don't call Hemant or Palita regularly. Am I right? We have so if I sponsor, or if I'm working in downline, I will be edifying my downline. They may be the cross line. I will be edifying other platinums. Like they need to take time from them. Why? I want to create an interest about this team. I want to try to create an interest about that platinum or whoever it is. Am I right? Now, when you interest, connectivity is a very, this is something you will always suffer to connect with people. Understand the biggest challenge in anything. Say for example, if you are not from an IT background, if it's a little bit challenge in your computer, you can fix it. Am I right? But when there is a big challenge, you can't fix it because you don't have a proper knowledge. You don't need a MOA business or sponsor a couple of people, book, CD or association. Please don't need. You can build a small MOA business without anything. But please don't understand, that means you're going to platinum. Okay, it's like you can fix a small, even though you're not from IT graduate or not IT background, you can fix a little challenge in your computer. Is it making sense? Or when the challenge get bigger, you can't fix it. You need to record knowledge. So what happens, you can sponsor a couple of people, but how to work with them, that's your knowledge. You don't need to read books, Magic of Thinking Big or How to Win Friends and Influence People to sponsor people, believe me. But how to connect with them, yes. How to work with them, yes. Is it making sense? Definitely. Now, what do you mean connectivity? Connectivity does not mean I will be his best friend or best buddy. I will have a very good connection, but I should be able to create a respect about me. Understand this thing. If I become a very good friend with somebody, but I fail to create a respect on me, that relationship does not going to work. Okay? Now, how I create a respect, how I talk, how I move, how I dress, sometimes how I give promise to my downline. I'll come at 10 o'clock, appointment is at 10 o'clock in the morning, I give 11 o'clock. They don't have respect on me. Okay? Very little thing can we lose respect. So, a lot of times we have seen people have a good connectivity, good friendship, but we are here to make friendship, but we are here to create a business as well through that. Does it make sense? We are here to earn money through our friendship. So what happens when you connect in an improper way? Like if my body language, if my speech pattern, if my activity does not show my downline to create respect on me, I wouldn't be able to empower them for the business. I can go to a barbecue, I can go and have fun, I can do to make party, we do that, am I right? But most of the time, because many IBOs I have seen, they fail to create a proper respect. They can become a good friend, okay? But they fail to create a proper respect on the downline, so that what happened, the next phase they cannot move. Understand, I can have 10 friends, 20 friends, 30 friends in the business, which is great, I respect. But at the end of the day, there will be time I have to use that friendship to empower, to allow that IBO to go in the battlefield. I'm like, go and get negative, go and show the plan, take some challenges, am I right? Okay, now how I make that connection in the second phase, how that IBO looking into me will define whether he will take action when I want him to show the plan or not. Is it making sense? So don't go too close to your downline. Go close. Okay, it's like when you drive one car following another car. If you were very close, chances are very accident. Okay, so you don't have to really, but don't be too far. That I don't have a relationship with many IBO. Is it making sense? It's important. But now the final phase is to empower how he can go ahead and take that challenge. Okay, how, whether he will go show a plan and go through the negative still come back. Okay, this phase is very crucial. We have seen many people got stuck in this phase. Okay, we have seen many people got stuck in this phase. Okay, now the last phase, when a new IBO go and start taking action, believing in us, are we with him in the battlefield? Now the question is, are we with him? Doesn't mean I'm going and sitting next to every time showing the plan. So for example, if somebody has shown the plan and got a negative, he may or may not tell me, but can I figure it out? Okay, sometimes we have seen people expecting too much. Okay, like, okay, you got started, somebody is showing good commitment, okay, go platinum in 2 months. That also dangerous. Okay, now when some downline go and show plan, he empowered by me, he sponsored an IBO. Okay, that doesn't mean, let's put about A is that guy, he sponsored a guy B. That doesn't mean all responsibilities of our has finished with him. Okay, most of the time this guy, if he has sponsored B, he doesn't know what he has done. By chance he has sponsored first 1, 2, 3, 4 ideas. So what would we do? What's wrong? Anyway, what we do, if A is looking good to me, I will be working with him to create another leader under him. Maybe C. Okay? Same things applies. If C in the business, I'm going to work with C now, create another leader under him. Okay? I'm talking about leader doesn't mean that super IBO. Leader mean at least A can get hope seeing C is working under him. Is it making sense? Don't worry, it's fine. It's fine, don't worry. This is my responsibility to create an entity for A, so that A get excited about the business, at least hope. Is it making sense? Now, B, okay, do not look on A, come to meeting one again. Bring C meeting. A has to come. But if there is no C coming, A will not come after 2 months. Guaranteed. Is it making sense? Now, when I got an IBO C, I treat him exactly the same. It is not his or not him. I will create an entity under C that he get hope. It's me, my responsibility. It's not new IBO's responsibility. He got 4 or 5 people, that doesn't mean he is the leader. Maybe I become that, maybe you are that, but that doesn't mean a new IBO that. Okay? Now what happened? You got a D. Okay? It will never have an A, B, C, D, am I right? It will, some people will collapse. Okay? You need to understand, when A is showing the plan, B is or C is not in the IBO. He has shown other people. I mean, they are quitting. So they are confused. Am I right? Oh my God, people coming, not doing anything, quitting. This is when he gets C. C somehow doing something in the business, that is his force. But if we fail to create that, it's not going to stay long. So what happened to C in the business? He is saying, oh my God, people coming, quitting, not doing anything. Am I right? But if I can create an entity B under him, that okay, connected, coming to association or doing a little bit, that gives him hope. Now A is getting better hope, am I right? So that's why you don't come out of a leg. If you stack in one guy, Okay, many times we see people got stuck here, people got stuck here. This leg is going to vanish very soon, guaranteed. If you want to move a team, if you want to move a business, you need to create one after one entity whom you can work. Okay, today if I see a leg not creating entity at the down, that gives me heart attack, honestly. Okay, because I know this is very challenging. Okay, hope it is making sense. Now understand there is a role, has a role to play in every single stage of the business. Okay, a few challenges we face. Now you have an upline, am I right? Say whatever, AX, okay. And then upline, we are building leg under him. Sometimes this upline is good, sometimes this upline can be challenging. What if you are a smart IBO, if you see your upline is building a leg, you should observe. You should understand the mechanics. You should work so closely with your upline that it's not about your observing his work, you should observe his mindset. Okay, what exactly is doing, you should be able to implement that in your second leg. Okay, now you can definitely ask help from your upline. Okay, any leg today, most of your upline. But if you observe rather than if you are, many times when we build a leg, many upline observe us, many upline don't observe us. They think that, oh, it's lucky upline got somebody A is smart, C is smart, and he's working with them. Not really. Nobody is perfect. How we work make them perfect. Making sense? So your goal is to observe how you can connect with some people. Your upline is, now you need to go ahead and do that. Is it making sense? That's how you build a team. Okay? So this is the 4 phases of the business. Now every phase of the business depends on your maturity. Okay? The way you are handling a new IBO, or when a new IBO joins, initially sponsor 1, 2, 3, 4, is that it may not be the right way that you are introducing IBO in the business. Okay? Sometimes what happens, we see that this is actually a very crucial link, these two. Okay? Sometimes we see we are too close with IBO and a couple of IBO doesn't work, then we become upset, then we sponsor an IBO. We don't want to go too close. Man, anyway, he's going to go away anyway. Very wrong thing to do. Okay? Understand that the middle, okay, work you need to connectivity. Now, you regardless, what you do, understand at the end of the day, you need to empower that person to take action. Okay? Now question, what if I fail to empower that person taking action? Go down, find out another place to work. Simple. Okay? Find out, say like I have a very good connectivity. Okay? Mahbub is from Adelaide, so I can pick on him. Okay? I have a very good connectivity with Mahbub. He is my good friend, having party, it's alright. But Mahbub is not taking action. You take his